Spent 10 years building my boss's garage like it was my own. No salary, no contract, just his word. Turns out, he quietly signed it over to his daughter, the architect. When I asked for a share, they called it complicated, so I built my own. Now they're closed. The heat from the open garage door mixes with the scent of oil and dust. Sunlight filters in, cutting long shadows across the floor. Adrian, 22, sleeves rolled up and fingers blackened from grease, leans over the open hood of a '97 sedan. Behind him, Lionel, mid-50s, solid build, hands as worn as the tools he uses, steps in with a slow nod of approval. Lionel, clapping a hand on Adrian's shoulder. You've got the hands for this. Steady, like your father's were. Adrian looks up, a mixture of pride and uncertainty in his eyes. He's not used to praise, not the kind that means something. Adrian, you think so? Lionel, kid, this garage will be yours someday. He guides Adrian's fingers to the engine's distributor cap. Know what that is? Adrian nods, silently. Lionel, then you're already ahead of half the folks I've trained. You stay with it, you'll inherit more than just wrenches. You'll inherit my name on that sign out front. Adrian's chest tightens. That old wooden sign, Lionel's Garage, since '78, has always seemed like a monument, not an invitation. But now, the weight of it feels like something he could carry, maybe even something he deserves. He moves in the next day, sleeps in the garage loft, eats at Lionel's dinner table. The work is relentless. Brake jobs, engine diagnostics, tire rotations. But Adrian doesn't complain. Every cut on his knuckle feels like a badge earned. While Lionel and his wife enjoy slow mornings and quiet dinners, Adrian's the first to arrive and the last to leave. He learns the books, the scheduling system, how to upsell without being sleazy. On weekends, Iris visits from the city. Polished, aloof, always talking about structural integrity and urban design. She barely acknowledges Adrian beyond a quick nod. Iris, one Sunday lunch. You're still here? Thought you'd be done after the summer. Adrian just smiles. He doesn't need validation from her. He has Lionel's promise. That's what matters. One night, Adrian finds himself alone in the garage, wiping down the hood of a finished job. He catches his reflection in the metal, tired, but proud. He whispers to himself, someday, this will be mine. The promise echoes louder than any engine ever could. 10 years. That's how long Adrian has been at the garage. 32 now, the grease no longer excites him, but the rhythm of the work still gives him purpose. The garage feels like muscle memory. Every tool in its place. Every engine noise instantly recognizable. But lately, something feels off. The way Lionel avoids certain questions. The way his wife changes the subject when finances come up. And Iris, now with her degree and her city friends, shows up more often, walking around like she owns the place. Adrian decides it's time. One evening, after locking up, he sits across from Lionel and his wife in their dim kitchen. A plate of cold leftovers between them. Adrian, measured, calm. I've been thinking. We should make things official. Put my name on the business. I've earned a share. A long pause. Lionel leans back in his chair, arms crossed. His wife frowns, eyes downcast. Lionel, there are no shares in a family business. Adrian, brows furrowed. Exactly. Family. I've been here since I was 22. No salary, no contract. I built this place with you. Wife, softly. It's complicated. Adrian. He doesn't blink. Adrian, what's complicated? Lionel exhales. There's a twitch in his jaw. Lionel, the garage, it's already in Iris's name. Silence. The air seems to leave the room. Adrian stares at them, waiting for a laugh, a punchline. Adrian, quietly, you're joking. Just then, Iris enters through the side door, earbuds in, dropping her bag near the counter. She notices the tension and pulls one bud out. Iris, what's going on? No one speaks. Lionel shifts in his seat. Lionel, he knows. Iris smirks, unapologetic. Iris, well, I am the future of this place. Not like you were ever going to run it. You fix cars. I build structures. She grabs a bottle of water and leaves just as casually. Adrian doesn't move. His hands rest on the table, fingers curled inward, knuckles white. Adrian, horse, you used me. Lionel stands, too fast, defensive. Lionel, don't be dramatic. You needed a home. We gave you one. This was never about ownership. Adrian, shaking his head. No, you gave me a job without pay, a promise without paper, and now you want me to be grateful. He pushes back from the table. The chair scrapes like a scream. Adrian, 10 years. 10 years. And I wasn't even worth a conversation. He walks out the front door without another word. The garage sign creaks in the wind above him. The same sign he once thought would carry his name. Now, it just looks like a lie carved in wood. Adrian walks until his legs burn. Past the town square. Past the hardware store he once fixed delivery trucks for. Past the diner where customers used to praise his work. All of it feels foreign now, like a map to a place that no longer exists. His phone vibrates in his pocket. He pulls it out. No messages from Lionel. No apologies. Just a text from Iris. Hope you find what you're looking for. A smiley face at the end, like it was all a game. Adrian deletes it. He stops under a street lamp, pulls up his contact list, and taps Milo. Int, loft apartment, night. Milo, barefoot and in a threadbare t-shirt, answers on the first ring. Milo, yo. Adrian, got a couch. Milo, for you? Always. Get over here. Int. Milo's loft, later that night. The loft is a cluttered haven of thrift store rugs, second-hand tech, and mismatched furniture. It smells faintly of pizza and ambition. Adrian sits on the worn couch, a beer in hand, eyes hollow. Milo leans against the kitchen counter, watching him. Milo, they really gave it to Iris? Adrian nods. Adrian, all those years. I worked like it was mine, ate dinner with them, skipped holidays. Every time someone offered me a better job, I said no, because I believed them. Milo doesn't interrupt, just listens. Adrian, they used me, made me believe I belonged. Turns out I was just the help. Milo, no, man, you were the engine. They were just passengers. Adrian laughs bitterly. Adrian, doesn't matter. It's over. Milo pushes off the counter, grabs another beer, and hands it to Adrian. Milo, maybe it's just starting. Adrian, starting what? Milo, your life. Not the one they carved for you, the one you build. I've seen you rebuild carburetors with paper clips and cursing. You think you can't build something new from scratch? Adrian looks at him, unsure. Milo, Lionel's garage without you? That's just a rusted shed. Let it rot. You're not done. Adrian doesn't respond, but something shifts behind his eyes. The first flicker of a spark. Not anger, not grief, resolve. He finishes his beer and stands. Adrian, I'm going to burn the whole myth down. It starts small. A voicemail from Mrs. Kepler, the bakery owner. Hi, Adrian. Sorry to bother you. Just wondering if you're still around. Brought my van into the garage last week. They forgot to reconnect the brake light wiring. I miss your touch. Then a message from Tommy, the tow truck guy. You training someone new over there? I had to go back twice for the same issue. Adrian plays the recordings in Milo's loft, each one hitting like a drumbeat. His name keeps coming up, not Lionel's, not Iris's. His. Int. Milo's loft. Night. Milo flips his laptop around to show Adrian a town Facebook group. Milo, check this out. People are pissed. Posts flood the screen. What happened to the service at Lionel's? Used to be the only place I trusted. Not anymore. Is Adrian working somewhere else? Adrian stares at the screen. He hasn't said a word publicly. And yet, they're looking for him. EXT. Across from Lionel's garage day, Milo parks his car just out of sight. He and Adrian sit inside, watching from across the street. Through the smudged garage window, Lionel struggles under the hood of a car, cursing as a wrench slips from his grip. No assistant, no rhythm. A customer in the waiting area checks his watch impatiently. Iris walks out of the office in heels and sunglasses, talking loudly on the phone. Iris, laughing. Yeah, I'm just filling until my real projects start. Can't let the place fall apart, right? She walks right past a leaking hose without noticing. Adrian watches it all, jaw tight. Adrian, they don't see it. What this place really is without me. Milo, let them rot. You don't owe them a rescue. Adrian nods, but doesn't look away. His eyes aren't just on the building. They're on the town, the street, the people driving past. An idea is forming, quiet, but gathering steam. That night, his phone lights up again. Messages stack like bricks. Hey man, heard you're not at Lionel's anymore. Let me know where to bring my car. You okay? Need help starting something new? We miss you. Adrian. He scrolls, breath shallow, overwhelmed. Milo enters with takeout, freezes when he sees Adrian's face. Milo, what is it? Adrian turns the phone toward him, messages glowing like embers. Adrian, this town doesn't want the garage. He looks up, a rare smile tugging at his lip. Adrian, they want me. Adrian stands in Milo's loft, staring at a dry erase board scribbled with half-formed ideas. New shop, mechanic collective, mobile. None of them feel real, until Raven walks in. She's tall, composed, in black boots and an oversized hoodie with her own logo on the sleeve that Raven fixes it. Local influencer, gearhead, Milo's partner, and relentless problem solver. Raven, you need more than a plan. You need a story. Adrian raises an eyebrow. Adrian, a story. Raven, people are already on your side. They just need a reason to rally. Int. Studio corner of the loft. Night. Raven adjusts the light. Milo sets up his camera. Adrian sits in front of a blank wall, hands folded, nervous. Raven, don't script it. Just tell them the truth. The camera blinks red. Adrian, my name's Adrian. For the last 10 years, I ran a garage most of you know. I poured everything into it. Time, work, loyalty. I never asked for much. Just the promise they made. He pauses, breath catching. Adrian, but the truth is, the people who owned it never meant to include me. They gave it away quietly, like I was never part of it. His jaw clenches, then softens. Adrian, but I'm not asking for pity. I'm asking for a second chance to serve the people I've always cared about. This community. That's why I'm launching Adrian's Auto Rescue. Cut to a mocked-up graphic. A bold logo of a wrench crossed with a lightning bolt, mounted on the side of a sleek van. Adrian VO. It'll be mobile, fast, honest, and always fair. No fine print, no condescension, just real help, wherever you are. Int. Loft. Later. The video goes live. An hour passes. Then 2. Comments pour in. I was waiting for this. Where do I donate? You were the heart of that place. Let's build you a new one. My car's yours the moment that van hits the road. Donations follow. Dozens. Then hundreds. Montage, building the dream. Adrian opens a box of freshly delivered tools. Milo helps install solar panels on the van. Raven designs branded decals. Adrian's Auto Rescue in bold red. The team films a follow-up video, showing behind-the-scenes progress. Adrian works late, tuning the van's generator while Milo naps nearby. Every piece feels earned. EXT. Parking lot, launch day. The sun rises over a pop-up banner. Adrian, in a clean but humble uniform, stands beside his van. A line of customers already forms. Some bring cars. Others just bring hugs. A little boy tugs at his mom's hand. Boy, is that the guy who fixes engines and hearts? Adrian laughs, almost chokes up. Adrian, let's get to work. 2 months after launch, Adrian's van is a fixture in town. People honk when they see him in traffic. Stickers that say "Rescued by Adrian" start appearing on car bumpers. His review page is 5 stars deep, all genuine. Then one day, his phone rings. Iris. He lets it go to voicemail. Voicemail playback. Iris, recorded. Adrian, hey. So, I've been thinking, we should talk. Things are a bit complicated at the garage, and maybe there's a way to make this work. You've got momentum. We've got space. What if we partnered? Maybe a percentage of profits, shared branding? She pauses. Her tone shifts from smug to strategic. We can make this right. Call me. Adrian doesn't. EXT. Parking lot evening. He's under the hood of a client's truck when Lionel appears, older, thinner, wearing his mechanic's uniform like a memory. Lionel. Adrian. Adrian doesn't look up. Adrian. Engine block's cracked. You'll want to replace the gasket housing before it leaks worse. Lionel. I didn't come for car advice. Adrian wipes his hands, closes the hood. Lionel. Listen, things are bad. People are walking away. They're asking for you. Adrian waits. Lionel. I made a mistake. Maybe more than one. But you were part of the family, son. You still are. Adrian. No. I was the labor. You and Iris were the family. Lionel. You've proven your point. Come back. We'll draft papers. Co-ownership. Whatever you want. Adrian chuckles, not out of humor, but disbelief. Adrian. You still don't get it. He steps closer, calm and final. Adrian. The business didn't fail because I left. It failed because you lied. You broke a promise and expected me to keep working like it still mattered. Lionel. Quietly. I was trying to protect Iris. Adrian. And you sacrificed me to do it. He opens the van's door. Adrian. I don't need a stake in a sinking ship. I've got something better now. Lionel. What's that? Adrian gestures to the clients waiting patiently nearby. A mom with a flat tire. A student with engine smoke still rising. A man offering coffee just for showing up. Adrian. Trust. He climbs into the van, engine rumbling to life. Lionel steps back, watching the taillights fade, like a future he once promised but never earned. Adrian is rotating tires in a school parking lot when Milo bursts out of the van with his phone in hand. Milo, you need to see this. He pulls up a post on the garage's newly revived social media account. Lionel's Garage Official. Don't trust shady imitators with a van and a sob story. Come to the real professionals. 40+ years in business. Loyalty can't be bought, especially from someone who abandoned family. Hashtag Real Garage, hashtag Beware of Fakes. Adrian reads it once. Then again, he shakes his head and returns to the tire. Adrian, they're spiraling. Milo, do we respond? I could post receipts, timelines, testimonies. Adrian tightens the lug nut with a click. Adrian, no need. They're telling on themselves. Int. Milo's loft, that night. Raven shows them the community's reaction online. It's not what the garage hoped for. Comment after comment slams them. Funny, he was the only reason I went to you in the first place. A van with tools and a heart, a building full of liars. They're jealous. He left and thrived. That post reads like a bad ex trying to win you back. Adrian scrolls silently, a little stunned. Raven, you didn't need to fight back. They did it for you. Int. Lionel's garage. Days later. In a hastily lit video, Iris sits in front of a laptop, trying to control the narrative. Iris, on video. There's been some confusion. My father and I deeply value Adrian's contributions. We just had different visions for the future. We wish him well. Truly. The comments don't hold back. Still no apology? You didn't value him. You used him. Too little, too late. The video garners attention, but not the kind they wanted. EXT. Community fair. Same week. Adrian's van is parked beside a popcorn stand. A banner reads, free checkups. Adrian's Auto Rescue. Family stop by. Kids peek into the back of the van. Raven hands out branded keychains. Milo livestreams snippets. Someone mentions the smear post in passing. Customer, you see what they said about you? Adrian, grinning. Yeah. Made my week. The heat hangs heavy over the town as Adrian wraps up a call from a satisfied client. He's just closed the hood of a vintage Camaro when a familiar voice speaks from behind. Customer, you hear? Adrian turns. It's Mr. Watkins, a retired teacher whose car he repaired last month. Adrian, hear what? Watkins, passed by the old shop yesterday. Empty. Bay doors closed. No sound. Just Lionel, sitting inside alone. Adrian blinks, uncertain how to feel. Watkins didn't even look up when I knocked, like a statue behind glass. Adrian nods silently, eyes fixed on the pavement. He doesn't ask for more. He doesn't need to. Int. Adrian's van, evening. A notification pings on his tablet. Lionel's garage, final post. After over 40 years of service, we are closing our doors due to unforeseen circumstances. Thank you to all who supported us. The comment section is a graveyard. A few sad emojis. A few sarcastic digs. Nothing like the firestorm they once tried to light. Adrian stares at the screen, the words still as dust. His phone rings. Caller ID, Lionel. He hesitates, then answers. Phone call. Adrian and Lionel. Lionel, quietly. You were right. Adrian says nothing. Lionel, we didn't appreciate you. We thought we could hold the name and let you hold the weight. A pause. No excuses this time. Just air between two men who once shared a future. Adrian, you appreciated the labor, not the man. Lionel, Iris moved back to the city, said it wasn't worth it anymore. Adrian doesn't gloat. He doesn't have to. Adrian, wish her well. Lionel, softly. What about me? Adrian, even softer. Goodbye, Lionel. Click. EXT. Van rooftop. Later that night, Adrian climbs onto the roof of his parked van, looking out over the quiet town. A soft breeze blows. The neon Auto Rescue logo glows faintly on the side of the van below. Milo joins him with 2 beers. They sit in silence, sipping. Milo, they're done. Adrian, so am I. With them. He says it without bitterness. Just peace. Below, Raven finishes wrapping up an invoice for the last client of the day. Across the lot, someone's already texting. Adrian's auto is the real deal. Adrian leans back, eyes closed. It's been nearly a year since Adrian first drove his van out onto the street with nothing but borrowed tools and a name sketched in hope. Now, the van is still there, but parked in front of something new. Adrian's Auto Rescue, full-service shop. The sign hangs above a clean, converted warehouse space with solar panels on the roof and a hand-painted mural of a phoenix rising from an engine block on the sidewall. Inside, the air smells of coffee and steel, but not stress. Shop floor day? Adrian walks through the open bay, clipboard in hand, stopping by a young mechanic struggling with a diagnostic tool. The kid is wiry, maybe 19, with foster home ink still fresh on the intake forms. His name is Tomas. Adrian, don't fight it. Let the car tell you what's wrong. Tomas nods, embarrassed but focused. Adrian doesn't rush him. Tomas, you sure I can handle this one? Adrian, you got this. I see it. The kid smiles, shy and surprised, like someone who's never been believed in before. Office. Later, Milo is working on payroll. Raven films a behind-the-scenes segment for social, laughing as she captures Adrian pretending not to pose. A wall near the front displays printed 5-star reviews and handwritten thank you notes. At the center, a framed page titled The Code of Rescue. Transparency, fairness, second chances, and no unspoken promises. EXT. Front desk. Evening. The bell above the front door rings. Adrian walks out to the counter and pauses. Lionel stands there. Older, smaller. He avoids eye contact. Lionel, I need a fuel pressure regulator. 2006 Civic. Adrian nods, calm. Adrian, I've got one. He disappears into the back and returns with the part. Adrian, that'll be $78.25. Lionel fishes out cash, hands it over without a word. Adrian prints the receipt, sets it on the counter. Adrian, good luck with the install. Lionel nods. Adrian holds the door open. No bitterness, no warmth either, just boundaries. Lionel, you did it. Adrian doesn't answer, just gives a polite nod and closes the door behind him. EXT. Shop. Sunset. Tomas closes up the bay. Milo and Raven pack up cables and gear. Adrian locks the doors, keys jangling on his belt. They stand outside for a moment, watching the light fade over the mural. Raven, you think this place will last? Adrian looks around. The team, the space, the people. Adrian, no. He grins. Adrian, it'll evolve. Legacy isn't about lasting. It's about lifting others while you're here. Tomas flicks on the sign one last time before heading home. The phoenix lights up, wings spread wide.